Despite having the #1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament and making the Sweet 16, there's no doubt that there is a black cloud hanging over the Alabama basketball team and really the University of Alabama in general after the Brandon Miller situation. Because Brandon Miller, with so many other of his teammates apparently, were at the scene of a murder when an Alabama basketball player is now being charged for the murder of a young girl in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Brandon Miller, the star player on that team, the one who brought the murder weapon to the scene after being told by around 2 in the morning from his buddy that, hey man, there's some bad stuff going down, I need my piece. He drove it to him. Now that player is still there. He has not been suspended, not been punished in any way, shape, or form. And now Nick Saban, head coach of Alabama football, is throwing some not-so-subtle shade at the Alabama basketball program and head coach Nate Oats. Nate Oats, who refused to really take responsibility, who refused to punish Brandon Miller in any sort of way, and who in fact said, we knew that he was there, but it's just kids being kids, wrong place at the wrong time. That's actually what Nate Oats tried to say. Well, Nick Saban in a press conference is making it clear with some not so subtle shade thrown at the basketball coach of Alabama, that's not the way he's going to do things. Nick Saban takes a not so subtle jab at Alabama hoops coach after suspending freshman for arrest. Alabama's head football coach Nick Saban suspended a freshman player and took a not-so-subtle jab at the school's men's basketball coach Nate Oats for comments surrounding star basketball player Brandon Miller. After Jamea Janae Harris was fatally shot in the early morning of January 12th, police arrested former Alabama player Darius Miles and Michael Lynn Davis for shooting at a car she was riding in near the campus. Police told a grand jury that Miller supplied the gun for the shooting after being summoned to the crime scene by Miles. At a press conference, the head basketball coach gave a tone-deaf press conference. This is the quote. "We knew about that. Can't control everything everybody does outside of practice. Nobody knew that was going to happen. College kids are out. Brandon hasn't been in any type of trouble, nor is he in any type of trouble in this case. Wrong spot at the wrong time." Well, when Nick Saban had a freshman player get arrested after being found with marijuana, after being running from the police, things like this, he made a very, very vocal announcement that he's going to be treating things a little bit different. Now, before we listen to it, let's not get it twisted. We've seen multiple instances of Alabama football players maybe not getting punished the same way we'd see other players punished, maybe not very swift justice, whether it's pushing an opposing cheerleader on the field, whatever it may be. But in this case, I don't think Nick Saban likes the extra attention that's been put on the University of Alabama over this.
Tony Mitchell has been suspended from the team and all team activities until we gather more information about the situation and what his legal circumstance is. And, guys, everybody's got an opportunity to make choices and decisions. There's no such thing in being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You got to be responsible for who you're with, who you're around, and what you do, who you associate yourself with, and the situations that you put yourself in. So it is what it is, but there is, cause and effect when you make, choices and decisions that put you in bad situations. So any questions?
Just a little 40-second statement. Hey, you know what? There's no such thing as being in the wrong place at the wrong time. When you do things like this, you got to think about the cause and effect. And now he's suspended from the team. And what should have happened with Brandon Miller when the police say, yeah, this is the guy that brought the murder scene to the scene of the crime, but, we can't really prove that he knew this murder was going to happen at the time, right? What are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to suspend him indefinitely? That's a real question. That's a real argument. However, the nonchalance with which Alabama treated it, the way that they hid it from the press, the way that they refused to acknowledge certain things about this case made it very clear that they never had any intention of sitting Brandon Miller. And when Brandon Miller goes out there and does the pat-down introduction where he's getting frisked for a weapon the day after all of this breaks, all of it leads to the criticism that Alabama is under for being so tone-deaf. Nick Saban, I think that is a pretty clear statement in opposition to what his Alabama head coach over on the basketball side is putting out there right now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.